Alright guys, welcome back. A guy and his junk here. So today we're going to go over if it's possible to save money with an EV vehicle. I know a number of you guys have been waiting for this video to come out, and I've been working on it. Been working on a couple different things around here, so it took me a while to get to this video. I've had this information wrote down for a while, did my number crunching, and I finally got it figured out, and finally have a little free time today. Got my cup of joe, and I'm ready to talk about it. So, EV vehicles. We plug them in, we charge them up, we drive around. Woohoo! Gas vehicles. Fill it up with gas, drive it around. Little bit of I don't really care about electric cars or gas cars, which one you want, which one you choose. I am not against them. I'm not for them. So, a little bit on that. Let's just jump into this right away. So let's start off with the amount of miles people will normally drive in the year. Throughout the year, people will normally drive 14,263 miles per year. That's the average miles per year a human drives. Okay? Let's see. A 2022 Tesla 3. I'll just put T for Tesla, 3 for the model. That vehicle, on the cheapest one, the base, will cost you $47,000. That's for the base model. Again, now we'll go to gas. Obviously, that's the EV. If you don't know. For the gas side, put the gas side over here. We will go with a 2022 Toyota Prius. The cost of that one, the base model, yet again, is $25,000. Now, you can go more expensive with Tesla. I can go more expensive with Prius. Top of the line Tesla on the Model 3 looks to be about $63,000. I'm sure it can go a lot higher. Toyota Prius, you could probably bump that up to $35,000 for the top line, maybe a little bit more. So we're gonna go with top line. We'll go cheap with the cheap, make things a little easier to crunch the numbers. So the price difference here, just in the cost of the vehicle, is $22,000. That is a huge gap. That's a huge difference between this price and this price, right? Let's figure out how long it's going to take you to start saving money with the EV versus the gas right away. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this number and this number, combine them, and see how long you would have to drive the gas car before to make up the $22,000. All right, so you drive this, let's say the Toyota Prius. On average, it gets 53 miles per gallon. That's in city. On highway, it gets 58 miles per the gallon. So I'm going to go with the lower one. We'll say 53 miles per gallon. Some of you live in big cities. You never go outside of town, so you're going to want the city miles anyway. So that's how we're going to judge this. So let's go with 53 miles per gallon. So if we take our average miles per year, 14,263 miles, we're going to divide that by the 53 miles per gallon for the 2022 Toyota Prius. And then with that, we get 200 269.11 gallons a year. Okay? If we took that number here, the amount of gallons you're going to use per year for the Toyota Prius, we're going to go ahead and multiply that by 5. Now, price of gas is different everywhere. I know where I live, it's not $5 a gallon. Where you live, it might be a lot more than $5 a gallon. I am talking about $5 US. This is all in US pricing. If you're part of another country, sorry, you'll have to do the calculations. But it should be about the same. So, 269.11, we'll times that by $5. Again, depending on where you live, could be less, could be more. Maybe by the time you're seeing this video, well, price of gas is $2.50 a gallon. Let's hope. So we do that math, that ends up coming out to $1,345.55. That's per year. You'll spend in gas on the Toyota Prius. That's not too bad. All right. So how long is that? How many years it's going to take to make up 22,000? So if we take the 13,400, 1,345.55 and divide it here, you'll end up with 16.35 years to pay the $22,000 difference. And that's just in fuel. That's crazy, right? You want to wait 16 years to make your money back and start saving money on an EV? Probably not, right? All right, I got one more example for you. Because I know some of you guys are watching this video and you're going, hey, I don't have to buy a Tesla. I can go buy one of the cheaper ones, right? I can go out buy one for $35,000, one for $40,000, blah, 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 blah. So, let me erase this. All right, there we go. That looks a little bit better. All right, so we've got the same miles that everybody drives per year. On average, I know some of you are way up there and some of you looking at going, I don't even drive 5. That's on average. So, the 2022 Nissan Leaf is one of the cheaper ones I could find online for a new EV vehicle. That price is $29,000. The Chevy Spark on the other side, let's do this. That's the EV. That's the gas. The 2022 Chevy Spark is about $15,000. So the price difference between those two is $14,000. But it does get a little bit better with the Nissan Leaf. It's a lot cheaper than the Tesla, and the price gap isn't as large. So, what we're going to do now, again, we're going to take this number, 14,263, and we're going to divide it by the miles per gallon that the Chevy Spark does. The Chevy Spark makes, in city, 30 miles to the gallon. Okay? So in total, you're going to use on the Chevy Spark 475.43 gallons per year. Again, we'll times this number by 5. That total ends up being 2,377.15. Or, to Again, we'll take this and we're going to divide it over here by the 14 to see the difference in the cost alone. That is 5.88 years to end up start saving money just in the cost difference. That's not too bad if you go with the Nissan Leaf. It's one of the cheaper models. I believe there are, I know there's people out there probably watching this going, hey, I know there's a new EV I can get for 27, 28. I didn't find that one. I know I've seen it before, but I couldn't find it. And same thing with the gas. I know there's a car out I've seen out there for 13, 14,000. So this is pretty similar in price matching. That's not too bad. I mean, it take a couple years. You're still about 6 years out before you start saving money in the price difference. But yeah, that's still quite a while to wait. We're also not going to go into a huge amount of detail on this because you also have what's this cost to charge. Okay, that's a whole nother story on its own. So this is only just the price difference. If I add in your charge rate with this number will go up, this number is going to go up. So in retrospect, I would not suggest getting an EV vehicle just yet. Not saying they're bad. I'm just saying it's just not there yet. When you can buy a 2222 Tesla, that's going to get you 300 miles per range, 400, 500, whatever is up there, and it'll match your gas. It'll be worth it. I can tell you the cheaper Nissan Leaf gets about 150 miles per charge. That's not very far. And not to mention charge time, it's absolutely insane. One thing I would tell you, I mean, you think it's bad to fill up your gas can or your gas tank. Imagine getting a monthly bill for your car. Your average EV, let's see, to run the AC in your house, to keep your house cool, one of the most expensive things we do with electricity. Let me pause that. Let me clean this off. We'll go to a couple more stats here. Board's getting a little dirty. All right, there we are. So, to run your AC in your household, one of the most expensive things that we do in our household, that costs about 17% of your electric bill. Which is crazy, right? 17% just for some AC. Let me write that in. That's pretty bad. But let's take it. What about an electric car? You plug that baby in. What's your percentage rate of an electric car? An electric car is going to be 2 times as much as your AC. So 2 times 17 is 34. That's just for one car. Which is quite a bit. Now, if you're in America, the average American has 2 vehicles. Now, that's average. I know some people don't have any. And in my household alone, we have about 5. So, this is just your average. So, now that you have 2 EVs, you're looking at 68% of your electric bill is going to be for your 2 EV cars. And what's that going to translate into? A 68% increase of your electric bill. Whoop! That's quite a bit. A 68% rate increase just to charge your car. And that's once a month you're going to get that nice little bill. That's really expensive. Now you may not say, oh, 68% ain't much compared to gas. Run your AC in the summer. anybody who's run their AC in the summer and go, wow, that must have been a hot month. That electric bill is huge. Imagine getting that bill every month. And then some. So it's not really all that great yet. I'm not saying we can't get there. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying I don't believe that right now it is possible for a wrench turner like me, a guy turns shit, a hard worker, a guy that's trying to make ends meet, really trying to make ends meet, to afford an EV car. It's just not feasible at this moment. I'm hoping that the technology eventually gets there. But there's another side to it as well, because you're not just talking about the price difference. You're also talking about a very weak electrical grid that we have here in the States. For anybody that lives in the Midwest or somewhere really cold, when it gets extremely cold out, and you're talking negative 20 degrees for a while, everybody's AC or the heater blower fan is running, right? In the furnace, that blower fan's going in everybody's house. And what'll happen in the Midwest is our power will start going out. We'll have rolling blackouts just to run the blower motor. And that's not the AC. With the AC, if everybody plugs in 2 cars every night to charge it, our power grid will not handle it. Unfortunately, until that power grid gets better, there's no way that every American is going to be able to have an EV car. Again, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying don't get one. I'm just saying if you're a wrench turner like me, you're working hard, you're doing everything in your power to save some money because you're barely making ends meet, EV is not the way to go. At least not yet. Maybe, hopefully, a few years down the road, this video will be 5-10 years old. Our power grid's better. An EV vehicle costs just as much as a gas vehicle to have the exact same model. And then it'll be time to start buying EV. Unfortunately, right now, it's just not. Other than that, nice little side note. You guys need to clean your whiteboard? Get some glass cleaner. Had some dried up marker on there that took it off really quickly. So, other than that, guys, that's all I got for this video. If you guys would like me to go more in depth on why it's not really feasible to, or you're not able to save money with an EV vehicle, let me know. I definitely can post again, and I can go more in depth with charging at home versus charging stations versus, maintenance on your gas car. I mean, 14,263 miles on a gas car, you're going to change that oil about 3 times. Give or take, you're going to want to change it every 5,000 miles, your engine oil. I know some of you older guys out there, 40, 50 years old plus, are arguing with me right now because you think it's every 3,000 miles. Not anymore. We go with 5,000 these days. Even the oil company came out and said, yeah, that was kind of a lie. So, change your oil every 5,000 miles. That's still, as long as you do it yourself, $80 a year. So I can crunch numbers a little more. If you want me to do that, if you want me to get into that, let me know. Otherwise, there's the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks.